Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Blue Gaffer FC. Welcome to our round of 16 review and quarterfinal predictions video. As you're watching this, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, make sure you like the video and comment down below who you think is going to progress through into the semi-finals, and also tell me who has been your standout team so far at this World Cup. We're going to go straight into it today. So my round of 16 review, I think finally we're seeing the tournament really begin to hit another level. Morocco have once again reached back-to-back World Cup quarterfinals. Norway arguably produced the biggest shock of the World Cup this far, eliminating Brazil. I don't think anyone expected that, but Erling Haaland has proven himself, and he's chasing that golden boot, and he's chasing Norway's history. They've already made history. They've never been in a quarterfinal, but now they want to go all the way. Belgium dismantled the USA after that massive controversy and around Balogun and the red card and Trump getting involved and the FIFA president and all of this. I made a shorts video about this on my TikTok and on the YouTube shorts section that you can check out in regard to the red card and my thoughts on it. Spain have ended Cristiano Ronaldo's biggest dream. He's had two dreams. One was to score 1,000 goals in his career, which he's very close to, and another was to win a World Cup, and he's not achieved that. So it's sad, but I think I said this in my last shorts video, the most recent one, Argentina and Egypt review that I did just now or yesterday. It's very, very simple for me. Messi's the far better player, and no one can change my mind anymore. England survived the biggest thriller in Mexico City, a red card. I think there was 2 or 3 penalties in the game. Jordan Henderson gets injured after the game. I think there was 12 minutes of added time. It was an incredible game, but England under Thomas Tuchel progress even further. And they have, you could argue, Norway, if that was what England, if you were England, you got told we're going to face Congo, Panama, Ghana, Norway, and Mexico before we even reach a World Cup semi-final, you would have taken that, I think, all day long. Argentina are pushed all the way by Egypt. There's heavy controversy in that game, but I watched it. I don't think the referee did anything wrong. I think the foul on Messi is a foul the foul for Argentina that Messi takes the penalty and misses is a foul because the player is stripped. I think the foul on Salah isn't a foul. Salah dives inside the box, as he's used to diving for a large part of his career. The goal that Egypt are moaning about being disallowed, well, there's a foul in the build-up. He pulls his shirt. It's so clear. You see this movement. The moment you do this, it's a foul. It's black and white. It's a foul. They're arguing that it's like 2 minutes before the goal or whatever nonsense, but it's in the same passage of play. So had Egypt lost the ball and won the ball back, it then counts as a separate passage of play. But the rule is if it's in the same passage of play that a foul or any infraction of the FIFA rules took place, the goal cannot stand. It's as simple as that. France continue winning. They're unstoppable. Have they been fully convincing? Maybe not. But I still think they have the most lethal attack. And Paraguay, who, don't forget, knocked Germany out. Paraguay, who qualified through a difficult group with the likes of the US, Turkey, and they've still made it all the way through. So, yeah, that's we're all aware of that. But I think the biggest question now is this. This is when it really gets down to business. And I'm recording this today on the 8th of July. Tomorrow, I'm going to upload this early morning, 12 hours before the opening quarterfinal game. Because today on my channel, the Morocco video is out. So if you're watching this and you haven't seen my Morocco breakdown, that's out on the channel. My France breakdown, that's out on the channel. Same with Argentina, same with England, same with Belgium, same with Spain. So 6 out of these 8 nations I've already covered in full tactical detail on my channel. So I guess my predictions were half right because I've been covering the right teams throughout this tournament. I haven't covered Norway and Switzerland. So if you would like to see a video of me covering them in full tactical detail from a real professional coach's perspective and environment, comment it in the comment section. Say you're from Norway or from Switzerland or you're a fan of those nations. And you never know. I think by the time this video is up, we still have 10, 11 days of the World Cup left. I have a lot of content planned, but if the views are there, the subscriptions keep going up, I've got no problem sitting here and recording more tactical videos for you guys. It's literally all down to my audience. My audience decides everything. My TikTok picked up massively on Belgium and Morocco. So what did I do? I filmed a Belgium and Morocco video. That's how I operate because I want to build a football community where we're all in this together. No ego from me. I do this for you guys to give you a little bit of a perspective. Now, this is really, really important. What's everyone's quarterfinals predictions? I think France beat Morocco. It's funny because in the video I recorded yesterday, I speak about Morocco in great detail, and I have a huge respect for Morocco, but I don't think they have enough to beat France. France's attack is too lethal for me. Didier Deschamps has recently broken the news, saying the whole media is always attacking Mbappe, that he's a dictator. And Deschamps says he's the complete opposite. So this media attack on Mbappe has completely failed. People said he doesn't get on with Dembele, that they're not going to work together. That's completely failed. So I'm really, really pleased. Really, really pleased for Mbappe, really pleased for Dembele and the whole French national team. I think they beat Morocco. I can see Morocco being hard to beat. I can see this game to go in maybe to extra time, but I see no problem for France to win that game. Argentina against Switzerland. I'm going to go down and then to the other side. Again, I think Argentina win that game. I think if you would have asked Argentina at the start of this World Cup, listen, you're going to face Austria, Algeria, Jordan, Switzerland, Cape Verde, and Egypt before you reach a semi-final of the World Cup to defend your crown, and Lionel Messi is going to score 8 goals and be the top goal scorer at almost 40 years old, Argentina would have absolutely taken that straight away and grabbed it up. So I think Messi and the whole experience of the Argentinian side, they're just in such top form that I hope at the World Cup in 2030 in Europe, I believe it's going to be in Spain, right? That I hope Messi at 42, 43 years old is still playing at that World Cup. For me, that would be absolutely amazing because I want him there. He's in such good form. Ronaldo isn't. He's only scored 3 goals. He's crap. He's out. But Messi's still in that form. Why not in 4 years' time, or at least in 2 years' time? Let's see him at a Copa America. I don't want him to retire because I love Messi so much. I don't know how long's left on his Inter Miami contract, whether it's just a year or 2. I really hope we still see him. Maybe if Argentina win the World Cup again and then the Copa America, maybe he'll stay on, or the opposite. They need to lose for him to have motivation to stay on. I don't know. But I see Argentina cruising through that game. England against Norway. This is going to be, I think, one hell of a game. One hell of a game. Szymon Marciniak is supposedly going to be the referee for this game, the Polish referee who refereed the final of the last World Cup. I know Thomas Tuchel doesn't like him from his time at Chelsea, the team that I support. For those that don't know, if you're a Chelsea fan, like and subscribe. That game against Real Madrid when Alonso scored the goal to equalize for us. I think it was the quarterfinal or the semi-final that we lost in, and then it was a ruled out for a handball, even though his hand is in a natural position. So Tuchel doesn't really like Marciniak, the referee. I'm Polish, so I do like Szymon Marciniak. I think he's a very cold referee. I think he's very clear with the rules, and I think he's refereed the World Cup final, the Champions League final. He's quite literally the best in the world. I think England win the game. England haven't had an extra time yet, so I think this could be the stage when Norway, especially with, I've mentioned already in previous short videos about Norway, Erling Haaland, Martin Odegaard, Oscar Bob, Sorloth, Berger, their goalie, I forgot his name, is doing really well. They've got these 5, 6, 7 players that are doing really, really well, but I do think England have enough. Belgium against Spain. This is going to be arguably the most interesting game, and I've done a bigger breakdown of this match on my Belgium video. If you haven't seen that, check it out. I've also done a breakdown of Spain. It's on my channel, so there's more detail within those videos, so I'm not going to spend too long on the detail, but it's difficult. I think Spain win the game. Just about, but I think they do. But I think Belgium could take them very, very far. And this is Belgium's last chance. It's their golden generation hanging on by a thread. Because in 4 years' time, you're not going to have Courtois, you're not going to have De Bruyne, you're not going to have Lukaku. They've got other players. They've got Doku, Trossard, Luka Bacchio, Tielemans, Castagna. They've got a really good team. But I think Spain, just the way they play football and their experience, the fact that they haven't conceded in 6 World Cup goals, I just see them reaching a semi-final. And I think our semi-finalists are going to be France, England, Argentina, and Spain, which is what I actually predicted in my original first video on the channel, World Cup predictions. I predicted those 4. I'm correct so far. I said my final would be France, England. Let's see if I get it all the way right. Just a final little slide to wrap up this video. What's your team at the tournament, guys? Who do you think have been the standout players? I've gone with a 4-2-2 system. I think you have to have a Switzerland player in there because of their incredible run to reach a quarterfinal. I don't know if Switzerland have ever reached a quarterfinal before, but I've got a Kanji in there. I think Hakimi is really leading Morocco, and he's proven he's the best right back in the world. Cucurella, I think, is the best left back in the world, and I'm so gutted as a Chelsea fan that he's left us. I think you have to have a Spanish centre-half in there because of how they're doing in terms of the 6 clean sheets, and I think Laporte's been really good in this tournament. I was undecided between Pickford, Courtois, and Unai Simon in the goalkeeper position, and to be honest, it could be any of these. The games that I've watched, obviously I've watched all the England games. I think Pickford has pulled off some really, really, really good saves for England. Not to say Unai Simon and Courtois haven't, but I just think Pickford's been outstanding for many, many tournaments, and I think he deserves that place in there. Tielemans and Bellingham, for me, have been the two best midfielders at this tournament for different reasons, but I think they really have. I've got Kane and Messi as the 2 10s. Kane likes to drop a lot. Messi's always in half spaces, just to have them in there. And then Mbappe and Haaland up top. I don't think you can argue the inclusions of Cucurella, Mbappe, Haaland, Messi, Kane, Bellingham, Hakimi. And I think the rest, maybe you could debate sort of 3 or 4 players, but I think majority of this you can't really debate, guys. But let me know your thoughts. That's my quarterfinal predictions and my round of 16 review. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. There's so much content planned for you guys, honestly. I'm doing so much hard work on the Blue Gaffer FC here on TikTok, here on YouTube, and on my TikTok, which is also the same name, the Blue Gaffer FC. The link to my TikTok and my professional coaching LinkedIn page is in my bio, so you can check it out. You can verify for yourself my extensive experience in the world of football, and that I am indeed a real football coach, giving you real opinions from the inside of the game, having coached at international tournaments such as the Kings World Cup, where I faced off against Neymar and Eden Hazard. Sadly, neither of them have made it through to the quarterfinals. Hazard being retired, Neymar going out to Norway, but here we are. Subscribe to the channel, guys. It's been a pleasure these last 4 weeks on YouTube. And don't worry, there's so much more content to come, including after the World Cup. The Blue Gaffer FC is not going away. People might think I'm just going to disappear. I'm not going to disappear. I've loved building this community. I love when you guys comment. I love replying to your comments. I think we're doing a good job building this. So thank you again and subscribe.